Who are you? The voice inside your head that says, I am. The one who feels, who decides, who suffers, and who dreams. But what if that I isn't what you think it is? What if the self, you, is an illusion, a story your brain tells to make sense of its own complexity? Today, we're going to dismantle that story. We'll explore how neuroscience reveals the hidden mechanisms that create the illusion of the self, and why letting go of that illusion might be the key to true freedom. Welcome to BrainSpire 360. The concept of self seems so obvious. We use it in every sentence. I think. I feel. I remember. But the truth is, the brain has no single location for you. Neuroscientists have searched in the prefrontal cortex, in the default mode network, in the parietal lobes, yet no central I has been found. Instead, your sense of self emerges from countless neural processes: memory, prediction, sensory input, and social feedback, blending into one continuous narrative. According to Dr. Anil Seth, consciousness is a controlled hallucination, a simulation the brain constructs to predict and interpret reality. And your self is the part of that hallucination that the brain believes most deeply. Imagine this. Your brain receives billions of bits of information every second. To manage that chaos, it creates a model, a simplified story, where there's a single observer behind it all. That observer is what you call me. Modern neuroscience points to a network called the default mode network, DMN, active when you're not focused outward, when your mind wanders, when you daydream, or reflect on yourself. This network lights up when you recall your past, imagine your future, or judge others. It's the seat of the inner monologue, the narrator behind the scenes. But here's the paradox. When meditators quiet the mind, or when psychedelics disrupt the DMN, that voice disappears, and with it, the sense of I. People report feeling boundless, interconnected, and free. No longer a person watching reality, but reality itself, observing, breathing, flowing. So what does this mean? That this self isn't the fundamental truth. It's a cognitive construct, a neurological performance. Imagine watching a movie so immersive, you forget it's a screen. That's what your consciousness is doing, watching the movie of you, forgetting it's a projection. When neuroscientists study split brain patients who've had their hemispheres separated, something fascinating happens. Each side develops its own version of a self. Two centers of identity in one body, each believing it's me. It's a shocking reminder that the self is not singular. It's divisible, editable, and infinitely reconstructible. Even memory, the thread that holds our identity, is fragile and reconstructed each time we recall it. Your past is not stored like a video. It's rewritten every time you remember it. So who are you? A moving pattern of electrical storms, writing and rewriting a story that feels stable, but isn't. Long before neuroscience, mystics spoke of the same illusion. In Buddhism, it's called anatta, the no-self. In Advaita Vedanta, the Atman is not personal but universal. And in modern mindfulness, the self is seen as a thought, not a fact. Science and spirituality are now converging. The illusion of self isn't a mistake. It's evolution's way to help the organism survive. But awakening is realizing that survival identity is not the total truth. When you quiet the narrative self, another kind of awareness emerges, one that is vast, open, and without boundary. The I dissolves, and what remains is pure consciousness, awareness aware of itself. Let's look at the experiments that challenge our sense of me. In the rubber hand illusion, when a fake hand is stroked in sync with your hidden real hand, your brain adopts the rubber hand as its own. Your sense of body ownership can shift in seconds. In virtual reality studies, people have experienced embodying another gender, another age, even another species, and their behavior changed accordingly. In the Gansfeld experiments, sensory deprivation causes the mind to lose its spatial self. People report floating, merging, or vanishing altogether. Each of these reveals one truth. The self is flexible. It can expand, shrink, or dissolve, depending on the brain's interpretation of signals. So if the self is an illusion, how can that knowledge help us? Understanding this illusion doesn't make life meaningless. It makes it limitless. When you realize that the self is not fixed, you stop defending it. You stop living in fear of losing something that was never solid to begin with. You become more compassionate, less reactive, more creative. You begin to experience reality not as you versus the world, but as you as the world. A wave realizing it is the ocean. Meditation, mindfulness, and psychedelic therapy all point toward this same insight. The liberation that comes when you stop clinging to the illusion of control. The self feels real because it has to. It keeps us alive, helps us plan, and connects us socially. But beneath the illusion lies something deeper, a field of awareness that is not personal, not limited, not born, and not dying. When you touch that awareness, even for a moment, you realize you were never just the story. You were always the storyteller. This is BrainSpire 360. If this journey expanded your mind, share it, reflect on it, and subscribe for more explorations into the hidden corners of consciousness. Because the more we understand the illusion, the closer we come to the truth beyond it.